Very good morning, students. Here I am to begin this again continuation of this lesson. The 5th poem of the first semester, last poem. So the title, The Poison Tree, written by William Blake. We have seen the summary of this, and also I have given you some explanation, theme of it, how the story begins, from where they have taken from the scripture, from the Holy Bible, the Garden of Eden, and I have given you the question answers. Now today we are going to see about the close study, paragraph writing and activities. Okay, let me go slow. You make your notes. Okay, first question. Statement is like this: and into my garden stolen when the night had veiled the pole. Answer is, they have given us the options. Who stole into the garden? Answer is the speaker's apostrophe s enemy. B. Why did he steal into the garden? Answer: to steal the apple. C. Explain the phrase "veiled the pole." Answer: it means when the pole star was covered by the darkness of the night. Second one, and I shunned it with smiles and with soft deceitful wills. Questions: what does the word shunned against suggest? Answer: nourished, gave light and heat required for growth. B. Explain the phrase deceitful wills. Answer: cunning tricks. C. Why had the speaker shunned it? Answer: instead of containing his anger, he allowed his anger to grow. Full stop. So just as a tree needs the sunlight to grow, he shunned his anger and made it grow. The next comes as the paragraph writings. Discuss in pairs or groups of 4 each the answers to the following questions. Note down the important points and then develop them into a paragraph. Question: how does the poet use the image of a tree to bring out the destructive effect of suppressed anger? Answer: over the course of the poem, anger is developed as a poison tree. Full stop. In the first three stanzas, the metaphor of anger as a tree is developed using imaginary that is suggestive of trees. Full stop. In these stanzas, the development of anger from a seed to a tree is shown. Full stop. As it grows, comma, it is watered and shunned or nurtured and allowed to thrive, full stop. It eventually bears fruit, hyphen, an apple, bright, full stop. Allusion are apparent in the third and fourth stanza when the tree bears an apple which the foe beholds, comma, and when the enemy steals into the garden, full stop. This allusion to the Garden of Eden is used to bring the poem into a more biblical realms. Comma, which is typical of Blake's apostrophe S work. Full stop. In the first stanza, the correspondence of allowing anger to continue instead of stopping it as it begins is shown. Full stop. The consequence is simply that it will continue to grow. Full stop. However, comma, as the poem progresses, comma, it is seen that this continued growth of anger can yield harmful results as the enemy, comma, or foe, comma, is lured towards the tree and eats its fruit, comma, the poison apple, full stop. This kills his foe, full stop. As he is seen outstretched beneath the tree the next morning, the speaker is glad to see the sight, full stop. These final two lines explain one of the main themes of the poem, which is that anger leads to self-destruction, full stop. The speaker's anger grows and eventually becomes so powerful that it changes from simple anger with another person, comma, to a desire to see him dead. Now comes the activities. Discuss the following in groups of 4 each. One in each group, note down the important points. Share the groups finding with the neighboring group. First question. Do you think the speaker was right in being glad at his foe's death? Why? Why not? Answer. The speaker is glad to see the death of the foe. Full stop. He is unremorseful. He is unremorseful response raises many disturbing questions. Full stop. Is he right in being glad? In a way, yes, because his enemy had no business to steal into his garden. Full stop. However, in which case it would morally degrade the speaker and not spiritually affect the foe. Full stop. If the speaker is affected spiritually, the foe is harmed only physically. Full stop. The truth that should be reckoned with is that anger destroys both the victim and the victimizer. Full stop. Second question. What has happened to his own garden now with a poison tree? Was he happy in growing a poison tree? Answer. His own garden has become destructive instead of constructive. Full stop. The tree, instead of yielding a life-sustaining fruit, yields a poisonous apple. Full stop. So, even if the speaker is happy that the apple has killed his foe, he would be sad that he cannot get anything fruitful from the tree. Third question. How could he have avoided planting a poison tree? If he had expressed his unhappiness to his foe, he could have resolved the differences of opinion and have a friend in the place of a foe. If he had not watered the tree with fear and sent it with deceit, he would have had a healthy tree that would have yielded a healthy fruit. Full stop. Thus, anger is both destructive and self-destructive. Fourth one. Pick out the few examples of the alliteration from the poem. B. Pick out a few examples of the consonants from the poem. Answer for A. Shunt, smiles, soft. B. Pick out a few examples of the consonants. Morning, glad, G-L-A-D. With this, we finish this lesson. See you soon for the next lesson.